Bulls got the Bucks tonight. Here's 5 keys to victory to try to pull this one out tonight. So key number one, we got to slow down Giannis, man. Giannis, he had an all right game against the Sixers the other night, but the big thing is he got to the free throw line 16 times. The biggest key for the Chicago Bulls tonight when it comes to slowing down Giannis, keep him off the free throw line. If we can hold him to under 12 free throw attempts, we got a much better chance of winning this game. I have no idea who they're going to throw at Giannis. It's probably going to be a lot of Patrick Williams. I pray to God I don't see Josh Giddey trying to guard him down low like he was doing with Brandon Ingram the other night. Maybe we'll see Jalen Smith get out there for a little bit of extended run at the 4. Giannis is always a problem for the Chicago Bulls. He is probably the worst matchup for us in the league. It's either him or Joel Embiid. So it's going to be a tough matchup, but if we can keep him off the free throw line, if we can hold him to 12 or less free throw attempts in tonight's game, got a much better chance of winning it. Key number 2, I need aggressive Zach LaVine for the entire game. You know, he had that little surge in the second quarter where he scored 13 points. He looked like peak Zach LaVine. The rest of the game, he was kind of quiet. It was kind of a quiet 27 points outside of that surge in the second quarter. So I need 4 quarters of aggressive Zach LaVine. He passed up some shots the other night that he honestly should have taken. So aggressive Zach LaVine tonight. Let's see if you can get above 30 points tonight, Zach. Key number 3, we need to figure the offense out when Josh Giddey's in the game. So the offense looked a lot smoother when Lonzo was in the game. Problem is Lonzo wasn't in the game that much. Josh Giddey kind of dominated the minutes at the point guard position. And I'm not going to blame Josh Giddey for it. Honestly, the stats and the offense would have looked a lot better if Kobe White's shot was falling, Patrick Williams' shot was falling. The thing I noticed is that even though Josh Giddey can't shoot the 3, he can still get into the paint at will. Guys were sagging off of him. He was still taking that space, getting into the paint. You know, he had his shot blocked a couple times, but I'm happy to see him attacking the rim like that, drawing the defense in. So this offense, man, it's got to flow a little bit better. And guys, they have to capitalize on the way that Josh Giddey is setting them up. We saw him make some nice pocket passes, saw him get into the paint and dish it out to open shooters. Guys just weren't capitalizing. So the offense needs to flow a little bit better when Josh Giddey's in the game tonight. Key number 4, we need more Ayo Dosunmu minutes. He played 24 minutes, which is pretty good for a bench player, but he needs to play about 30 minutes a game. He's just the glue to this team. He's just the guy that makes everything work. He's one of the best defenders that we have. He's great at finishing at the rim. His first step is quicker than you think. So we need to see Ayo Dosunmu get about 30 minutes in this game. And key number 5, Billy, man, you got to stick with the 10-man rotation. The first half, he played 11 guys the other night. Looked good. Second half, as things, started to go sideways, he went back to his classic 8-man rotation. When you look at the final numbers, it looks like he played a 10-man rotation because THT ended up playing close to 8-9 minutes in that game. But a lot of those minutes were when we had given the game up, the last 5 minutes of the game. So you look at that third quarter, he only played 8 guys in that third quarter. We need to stick with that rotation. If the key to the Bulls season this year is going to be keeping the pace up, it's going to take a big rotation. It's going to take a 10-man rotation. So we just got to keep guys fresh, keep guys going in. Keep in mind, Lonzo Ball's not playing tonight. He's sitting out the first of this back-to-back. He's going to play in the home opener on Saturday. So we're going to see who gets that other rotation spot. Is it going to be Buzelis? Is he going to be that 10th guy? Is it going to be Dalen Terry now that we'll have Lonzo out and we might need another guard in there? I'm not sure, but we got to keep that 10-man rotation going because we got to keep the fresh legs. We got to keep the pace going. And if we can keep that pace going, if we can keep that shot profile going, the Bucks, when they played the Sixers the other day, they had 5 guys shoot more than 5 3-point attempts on the team. Dame shot 6 of 12 from 3. So the Bucks are going to be shooting a lot. The Bulls, man, they need to keep that pace up. They need to match that shot profile, and a big part of that is going to be keeping that rotation big and keeping guys fresh and pushing the pace. If we can try to run Dame and run Giannis out of the gym, that's going to be huge for him. So it's going to be an interesting game tonight. The Bucks are always a tough matchup. Giannis is always a tough matchup, but we follow these 5 keys. I think we got a good shot.